up to me and start telling me everything, I could tell usually that they're real standoffish in the beginning. And then once I show them, like, who I am, they're like, all right, girl, like, for lack of a better term, like diarrhea of the mouth.
And a lot of people at first would be like, yeah, when I looked at you, I had this so wrong idea of you because you did not look like how you really are. Like, I thought you were going to be mean and judgy and nasty and...
Yep. Always.
You're so cool.
And most of my friends will tell you, like, we didn't like each other at all in the beginning, and then now we're like, you know.
Yep.
Okay. What's your next one for me?
When was the first time that you ever remember, like, full on seeing what we call a spirit? And you knew it was different, and you knew it wasn't just like a normal person that you see in everyday life. Like, what's your first true memory of that? What happened?
Okay, so when I was probably, I'd say like 7 or 8, it was in my mind's eye. Yeah, it would have been about 7 or 8. The house I grew up in, there was always a spirit there, always. And I remember seeing him, but it wasn't like collaboration. Like a lot of people think that we. It was more like I just saw him in my face, standing on the other side of the room. And that kind of leads back to what I was saying. Like I always knew something was there, or someone was there. That's my earliest memory.
So what she means when she says in her mind's eye is like, you know how like you have a memory of something and you can look back on it and watch it like a movie? Like you remember like going to the river with your friends and you remember like all the fun stuff you did? That's literally how it looks like in our minds when we do, like say we're doing a reading for someone and spirit's coming to us and they're not like directly in front of us. Say in our mind's eye, that's what we mean. It's like a movie for us that they're telling us this and it's playing in our mind. It's not necessarily like full apparition, full spirit standing in front of us. I know we mentioned this a little bit in our last video, but that's definitely something that's super important for, like, I would say newcomers who don't understand what's happening to them, or people even who do understand that is normal, you guys. Completely 100% normal. You do not have to go on to see apparitions to be doing this stuff. And to have a spiritual...
And it doesn't work that way for everybody.
Exactly.
It doesn't. You're right. We all have different gifts. We all see differently. So we're not all basically cookie cutter. That's a good thing to say. We're not cookie cutter. And we're all definitely unique in our gifts.
Oh, here's another
one. So, okay. Do you get a lot of migraines and headaches?
All the time. All the time. And usually for me, if it's like spirit related, mine always starts right here, right in the center of my forehead, right between my eyebrows, and it is like an intense like womp, womp, womp in my eyes, and I'm like, okay, what do you want? I'm clearly not paying attention, I'm not listening, I'm not getting the message, and it is overwhelming me right now. Like me and Holly were talking about it, the last video we made, I had a migraine so bad I just had to go to bed. I was nauseous, I was gonna throw up, I couldn't have the lights on, I couldn't deal with it. And it was because I was getting so many spirits coming, getting so many messages, but I was blocking it out because I was trying to focus on getting a message through to you guys about what being spiritual is like and about what getting these messages and stuff is like. And it's so hard to tell them to like, shh, get in line, back it up. I'll get you your message when I can because they don't want to hear that. They're like, no, you can see us. We know you can see us. You can hear us. Please, please, please help us. And it's the same thing. That's why we want to bridge this gap for you guys of like, this stuff happening to you and us being able to help you get these messages out so you don't have all these physical ailments also and you don't feel alone, because that was the hardest thing for Holly and I. Before we rekindled, we really felt alone. Like, yes, we had experiences with other people where they were like, I totally understand that, that makes sense, and they would validate for us, but it wasn't like having a, I don't want to say like a wisdom keeper, because that's not the word I'm looking for, but having like a mentor. That's the perfect word. we didn't have that. So, I mean, having each other now to be able to have a new perspective or a new outlook on things, I would say is truly incredible. And it's helped us both grow our gifts in such a short period of time.
And I can second that because I like my brain. That's definitely something that happened for me a lot. Just what I've learned and all the research that I've done on it and others have said, it's basically it's just the energy. It's just a lot of energy when you're channeling spirit. It's a lot of energy to let all that flow through you, all those messages. You have this person and this person, like you said. So, and for us to give messages and receive them, we have to vibrate at a frequency that's like way higher than what we do here as humans. So that's why we get the headaches. That's why if you notice, like, oh my gosh, I'm getting migraines like on this side of my head, or like right here in the what you're saying, your third eye is right there, or right here. Sometimes I get them right here in the back of my head. It just depends. But they're called a third eye headache. And you can also research that and find ways that work for you to get rid of the headaches.
I just got a message that I have to share real quick, and that is that there's a lot of misconceptions about possession in doing these videos and doing these readings for people. And I want you guys to understand that we don't get taken over by ghosts or spirits, or we don't share our bodies in that capacity. I would never allow something to come into me and give a reading. What I like to do is I'm like, get in line. And usually what that means is the most, like, I don't want to say potent spirit, because they're mad about that, but like the most
strongest.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Essentially, the strongest spirit will come forward, and then everyone will get in line after them, and I'll be able to do things based on that. So like for Holly, her biggest spirit right now is one of her mediums, and right there, boom, right next to her, and I can see that. And then after that, I can see who's got the most energy after that. Same for me. So I'll have like, that's just me personally. Not everybody's going to be like that, but me personally, I will put them in a line, and I will start going down the line when I'm doing a reading or something, and they're outside of my body. I want you guys to understand that. And they're talking to me, and I'm able to tell you via what they're saying to me, but it's not like, it's nothing demonic. It's nothing like what you see in movies. I don't get like taken over by a spirit. I don't do, nothing like that happens. And that's a huge thing that you guys need to understand.
Yeah. You're absolutely. Because even as a child, even though I had, that knowing that something was there, I was always worried about. If I talk to it, is it going to come in me? Or if I even like think about this, is it going to like take me over? Because as we grow up, you guys, and as we get older, fear is always going to be put in our minds, like that, because others are afraid of it. So if they fear it, they're going to make you fear it too, right? And so that's what happens. And then you start believing this, like, oh, that's demon words, or that's witches, or oh my gosh, we don't touch that, right? Like that's like nasty stuff, right? But it's not, and it's totally nothing like that. I do know that some mediums, I'm not going to say that they're not like that, because I do know some can do that. But it's not possession in that way. It's more like spirit channels through them, and kind of like us, but in their bodies, so clear, more